Philly and San Fran.
Yeah.
Um, so I'll say this, and I don't know if maybe you'll disagree, maybe I'm overreacting, but the Eagles are falling apart.
I think the Eagles fell apart
Okay, sure.
this year. And I think you can obviously look at the one thing that they did change about this team or had to change, and that's Kellen Moore leaving and Kevin Patullo coming in. Um, Everything is completely different. They were not able to replicate anything that they did last year or get anywhere near what they did last year offensively. Um, and Yeah, I don't think that they're a team that can't get a good OC and then go run it back and have some sort of semblance of hope, and have a better season than they did this year. But there's also the AJ Brown concern. There's the Saquon concern that maybe he's past his prime, which doesn't make any sense. Um, Maybe Jalen Hurts isn't the guy. Like all of these narratives feel so fresh because last year we were on the complete other side of the spectrum. It was how good can Jalen Hurts get? Can Saquon do it again? How good is Devontae and AJ Brown still? And then now it's, are these guys even, do these guys deserve jobs right now? And to me, yes. And I think to have these four guys and to not be able to do anything with it is a sheer crime. And Patullo might need to be locked up in Philly's Lincoln Financial Field jail, because, god damn it, he fucked everything up.
I mean, I think it's pretty simple. I think they peaked. Um, I mean, we saw sprinkles all this season. Not even sprinkles, full fucking chunks of fucking peanut butter, whatever you get at your on your yogurt, your frozen yogurt. Jalen Hurts just not being able to get it done, not being able to just not being able to deliver. And Saquon, sure, I mean he was still doing. He wasn't 2,000 yards, Saquon, and there were a lot of games where we were like, I ain't really see Saquon do much, but there are also a lot of games where it's like 15 attempts from Jalen Hurts, 125 yards, and they win, or just something
Yeah,
stupid like that, just shitty ass stat lines like
yeah.
that, and it got to a point where and we've also seen all this season and last season, and we've been predicting this and been talking about this. AJ fucking Brown, like what the fuck is that? He's an absolute bitch. He acts like a 14-year-old girl. I don't know what is wrong with AJ Brown, but I, what the fuck was that?
No, I mean, yeah, yes, the Eagles were piss poor compared to last year, but the AJ Brown bullshit definitely threw a wrench in the vibe of this team. Um, because it was weekly. There was something. Everyone on that team had to answer questions about AJ Brown. Meanwhile, he's sitting at home reading a book, tweeting, about a whole bunch of bullshit that no one really gives a shit about. Do I think AJ Brown can go thrive on another team if he were to leave? 100%. Do I think AJ Brown can thrive next year on the Eagles? 100%. Um, just with a better situation. Um, Again, I put this year for the Eagles at least as a cosmic fuck up and not, uh, what will happen in the future.
I uh I slightly disagree because I think AJ Brown is I think AJ Brown. So AJ Brown, right? Last year he was doing the same exact thing. It was the same shit every week. He was acting like an ass, and they won enough and they were good enough to get to the Super Bowl and win it. Now this year, you see what happens when because for me, AJ Brown is a type of receiver, and obviously this is like you could just throw diva on him and say that, but like okay, you want to actually give a deeper explanation of it. He's a receiver who absolutely has all the talent in the world to show up next year for Philly and dominate, go to another team and dominate. The man was dominating with Ryan Tannehill. He can play ball. We all know he can, but maybe on a team like Tennessee, it's like no, you kind of need a coach who is okay with however many targets AJ Brown is begging for, or you need somebody who might not be up AJ Brown's ass if he has 8 targets and has only caught two, or has 3 or 4 drops in a game, and you're it's like maybe Nick Sirianni. It's like okay, I don't care how many times you want the ball. Jalen Hurts, my game plan isn't to just focus on you. Maybe, or maybe Jalen Hurts isn't good enough to always get it to AJ Brown. I don't know what the situation is, but either way, Philly may not be the organization nor have the coaching staff or quarterback to what bend. What's that phrase? Bend to his
Bend the knee.
whims, or bend to his whims, his will, his wants, bend bend to his something. There's a
Bend the knee
bended knee. I've never heard of that. I've
is
never heard of that one. See, I've never heard of bend to his bend to their bend bend to their what is it? What is it? Bend to their whim. Bend to their whim. To yield, submit, or
mm,
confirm. To yield, submit, or conform to someone's sudden, unpredictable, or arbitrary desires. So yeah, bend to his whim. I
yeah.
wouldn't like. I don't think Philly's the team to do that. Tennessee might be. Tennessee, Mike Vrabel. I'm been waiting for Bill to retire. I'm leaving this shit. Who cares?
He did not know that was coming. That was years ago.
Mike Vrabel knew he was going to be a Patriots coach at some point. Come
Yeah, well, it should have happened the year before because Gerard Mayo's a fucking mess.
on. I guess. But we called this a year ago with AJ Brown. The defense they held. So after that opening drive, San Fran came out looking hot, which was really just a broken play because Philly, I guess, decided to not tackle that game, especially that play. Like they were like, we're gonna just forget every fundamental of defense possible and see how far they can go.
Yep.
And then they found their way into the end zone, and then after that, they held them to 3 points all the way into the fourth quarter. Philly had all the opportunities in the world to go out there and take advantage and take over that game. And what did they do? They fourth quarter came. Oh yeah, I mean pretty much yeah. When the fourth quarter came, last domino fell. Because what was how did I was about to say? I don't know why I for some reason didn't write that part down. Because once the fourth quarter hits, if you want to help me out, unless you're struggling to remember as well. Yes, there we go. It was 13-3. Yeah, they held them to 3 points until the fourth quarter, outscored them 13-3 in the second half or in the fourth quarter. Eagles
Mm-hmm.
were absolutely nowhere near close to getting it done. And what sucks the most is, and obviously I always, if you don't get to me, I get to you about it. This Greg Kittle Achilles tear.
George.
Greg, I said Greg. Jesus Christ, kill me. Bury me out back next to Old Yeller. Holy shit. George Kittle's torn Achilles, which, and I'm not even trying to
Yeah,
be funny about it, but if we're talking about like just technology in 2026 or camera angles, what a fucking shot of that fucking
great.
Achilles
Really,
snapping.
like, really shows the snap, dude. Like, when Aaron tore his, you can kind of see it snap. This one, it's like,
Well,
because you can see the
who
calf
has the most
when he
clear
first
one?
puts his.
KD,
I can't remember. Huh?
KD, KD.
Maybe KD. No, KD's was like. I'll have to go back and rewatch KD's.
I about to say you might have to.
Tatum's, you can definitely
I'm
see.
Tatum's might be, but we're gonna go back. I'm telling you, after this podcast, you're gonna go watch KD's. I feel like his legs are so skinny that it just. I feel like it did.
Yeah, but with KD's, it was like he shot the ball, I think, and then turned and was like, "Yo, something bit me," and then was like, "Oh
Well,
fuck,"
yeah, but
which is what
see,
they say. But
his brain is so far away from his feet though. It just took that long.
true,
That's all
true.
that was.
Um, but no, the insertion of his calf is like super duper high, so I guess it may have shot up a long way. But no, well, you can see his foot um hit the turf, and you see his calf initially tense up, and then you just see it shoot right back up, and then you can't put any weight on it. Yeah, it was gross. But
Yeah, and that
I think
just
those are I don't for whatever reason it's terrible, but it's satisfying to see someone's fucking Achilles tendon snap.
yeah, but it sucks because like George Kittle is like one of the main reasons I'm like okay with seeing San Fran win. Like I like George Kittle. He's cool.
You know, Kittle's the man, and
Um,
now it's just Brock and CMC.
McCaffrey, Juwan Jennings
Yeah,
throwing a
I
touchdown
hope
for
this isn't
Brock.
the end, and I don't think it is. I don't think this is the end of Kittle's career, but at this point he's a lot older, and an Achilles tear trying to set you back a good bit, especially this late in the season. I mean, recovery wise, it's not going to be until mid next year.
Yeah, and if San Fran can keep their head above water, it might be worth him being able to come back at some point next year. But I mean, the way Juszczyk was talking about it, he was like, if anybody can come back from this, it's George Kittle. So I mean, I don't think anybody is talking as if it might be over for him. I thought what was funny was, and this is exactly what you expect from George Kittle, because this is again from the Juszczyk interview. I don't know if you saw it, but they were asking about like how it was going into halftime with George like just sitting there with his fucking torn Achilles, and George was like, "Bro, I'm not dead. Like I'm good. Go fucking win.
Yeah,
I'm all right. I'm good," which is hilarious.
it's
Um,
hilarious.
but it sucks because now I mean, and also, I mean, it's gonna be even worse for San Fran. In terms of just trying to
Yeah,
fucking win games. Fuck just being sad for the guy. I mean, San Fran is gonna struggle now. Um, I'm worried about it. I'm worried about them, especially with
yeah,
Brock Purdy
for
at the
sure.
helm. Golly. But
No, big
what?
time.
I guess besides that, I mean, I don't know if you had any other feelings besides just the fact that we're witnessing the downfall of Philly in real time. Um, that's all I got for them.
Again, it for me. It's kind of like their tire is leaking. It's
Mm.
not flat. Um, so I don't think they need to replace the tire yet. I think that they can put a patch in it, come back and play next year, and still perform at a higher level. Because this was dog shit for them. There's way too many talented players on that offense alone for them to. I mean, even if it's an improvement in terms of players, I think a offensive coordinator job should do. And honestly, at this point, Patullo should have been fired a long time ago.
Yeah, but I feel like this is a tire that's going to go through a lot in the off season, and a tire that might, hit a couple more bumps along the way. A tire that might get a little older. A tire that might have a little more attitude still, or a tire that might not be there anymore. In AJ Brown, I'm not too sure.
Sure.
It might be like I feel like it's something like a tire patch is something you do like mid-season to keep it going. It's like if you just
See, but
patch your tire during the off season, is that like that's all you did? You just patch your tire? You didn't go get it changed? You that lazy?
a patch can last a while. Um,
Yeah, I
and
guess.
and honestly, I think if you I'm gonna be honest, even if you lose AJ, I think that team is still more than talented enough to make an actual playoff run, to win more than 9 games, to be a real team. Um, like we saw them last year, it was the Saquon show. AJ was there, but it was a Saquon show.
Oh yeah, it was 100% the Saquon show.
I, I,
I guess
again, if you can't find a way to get these four players to work together, then lock them up.
yeah. I mean, it's the same thing with I mean, it'd be the same thing.
The
It's
Ravens.
it's the same thing with fucking yeah, the Ravens. You go at that, you can't figure it out with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. Get the fuck out of here. Um, and speaking of the Ravens.